How's it going, adventurers? Welcome to Chummy's Guide on the Minstrel's Ballad, Zodiark's Fall. My name is Harley, and I'll be your raid leader for the night. This first extreme trial of the Endwalker expansion has some interesting mechanics, but it is largely trivialized by the fact that you can follow someone around who knows the entire fight, so send this video to the smartest cookie in your static and follow the Dorito. The first spell the boss will cast is Kokaidos, a raid-wide AoE that reduces everyone's HP down to 1, so healers, get ready. Next, the boss will cast Paradigma 1, summoning 2 birds and 2 behemoths. The bird will do a donut AoE and the behemoth will do a chariot AoE, so move to either the northwest or northeast corner and stack on the bird. Right before the AoE from the birds and behemoths goes off, the boss will start to cast Sticks, an Akmorn ability that fires off several times and requires group soaks, so just keep stacking together until the spell is finished. Then, the boss will target the main tank with Ania, a small AoE tank buster that leaves a damage taken debuff. So tank, move away from the group, mitigate, and tank swap. Now, the boss will cast Exotericos 1, placing 2 sigils, one in front of him and one on either the west or east side. The sigil on the side will always be a triangle, but the sigil in front can be either a triangle or a square. After a short delay, the triangle sigil will do a frontal cone cleave, while the square sigil will cleave the entire front half of the room. To deal with this, move to the side of the sigil on either the west or east, then depending on the sigil in front, move either north or south. Next, the boss will cast Paradigma plus Algadon, again summoning 2 birds and 2 behemoths, this time in a random pattern. Then he will cleave diagonally across the room, much like the E3 Leviathan water beam. To dodge this, you must move to the bird that is safe from the cleave, but watch out as the cleave will always hit half of the safe bird, so make sure you're on the correct side. Following up, the boss will cast Phobos, a raid-wide AoE that applies a heavy bleed debuff, so healers get ready for shields and heals. I hope you like to do Rubik's Cubes in your head, because now the boss will cast Paradigma 3 plus Exotericos 2. This combo contains 1 sigil on the side, 2 snakes, and Astro Flow, which will rotate the platform 90 degrees to either the left or right side. To deal with this, first move to the side that is safe from the sigil and look for the snakes. Since the snakes will cleave in a straight line in front of them using the arrow indicated by Astro Flow, rotate the hitbox 90 degrees in your head. This might take a few pulls to understand, but I'm sure you're smart enough and will get it in no time. After another Tank Buster, the boss will cast Paradigma 4 plus Adakia. This combo contains 2 snakes and a large circle AoE on both the left and right side of the platform. Depending on the location of the snakes, you can either dodge this by moving all the way north, or stand just right above the large arrow in the boss's hitbox circle. At this point, the boss will transition into his intermission phase. He will spawn 4 rolling darkness orbs in the center of the room and begin to charge his power bar. At the same time, he will cast 3 sets of triple esoteric ray, lining up 3 sigils in front of him. Triangle will do a frontal cone, square will cleave the entire front side, and diamond will do a straight line AoE. While the sequence might be random, the pattern is always the same. 1 triangle and 2 diamonds, 2 triangle and 1 diamond, and 2 diamonds, 1 square. Immediately after the intermission, he will begin to channel Astral Eclipse. He will become untargetable for several seconds, so hold your cooldowns. Astral Eclipse displays 3 sets of stars in the sky located to the west, south, and east directions. Each lit up a star indicate where the meteors will fall on the platform. This is the most daunting mechanic in the fight. To understand this, just imagine a waffle iron or closing the cover of a book. The top line of the west stars will always fall in the east, and the top line of the south stars will always fall in the north, and so on. This will take some practice to get used to, so take a look at the example provided here and see if you can make the right call. If you guess the safe spots are B, center, and 2, then you're correct. Good job. During this time, he will fire off another triple esoteric ray, so get those Nikes on and get ready to move fast. Next, the boss will cast Paradigma 5. This combo contains 2 birds, 2 behemoths, astral flow, and a firewall. As the pattern rotates, the firewall will leave a patch of flame on the floor. Passing through the firewall or getting hit by the flame patch will deal heavy damage and apply a Vuln stack. Much like dealing with the bird and Algadon combo, make sure you're standing inside the bird donut AoE, but on the correct side so the firewall won't pass through you as the platform rotates. Following another Tank Buster, the boss will cast Exotericos 3 plus Algodon. This combo will always be a square sigil on either the west or east side. Move to the opposite side, then move either north or south to dodge the following Leviathan Cleave. The next ability is Paradigma 6. This combo contains 4 birds, 2 snakes, Astral Flow, and Firewall. At this point, you should be familiar with what all of these elements do individually. All there is left to practice on how to spot the safe zone quickly. If you are still confused, see the examples on where the safe spots are at. Another Styx follows. Up next is Trimorphos Exotericos. The boss will execute 3 sigils in the sequence he casted them. The sigils can be either square or triangle, and both the sequence and sigil symbols are random. The boss will follow up immediately with another Atakia, so be quick on your feet. Another cast of Astral Eclipse, but since you made it past the first one, I'm sure you're an expert at this mechanic by now. The boss will cast Algodon again after the second set of meteors fall, so get ready to sprint. Another Tank Buster, then the boss will cast Paradigma 7 plus Exotericos 4. This combo contains 2 snakes, 1 sigil, Astroflow, and Firewall. Dodge as you did before. I can't imagine this being hard for you now. As soon as you land from Astroflow here, everyone will get targeted by Phlegathon. 3 sets of baited circle AoEs, so move as a group in a straight line to avoid panic and chaos. Another Styx follows. Next, the boss will cast Exotericos 5 plus triple Esoteric Ray, placing a triangle sigil on either the west or east side, and lining up 3 diamond sigils in front, firing off either center first or the sides first. Following up that is Paradigma 8 plus Exotericos 6. This combo contains 2 birds, 2 behemoths, 1 square sigil at the south, Astroflow, and Firewall. This combo is really simple to handle. Move to the behemoth in front, then stand either on the left or right side depending on the rotation. If the boss is still alive at this point, the following abilities are Phobos, Trimorphos Exotericos, Algadon, Styx, Paradigma 9, and finally, his Enrage. And there's your kill! Happy looting, and thanks for coming to the raid. We'll see you next time!